These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. The controversial so-called tamale bill is back on the menu in the Arizona legislature. And while it may have the same wrap, its contents actually look a little different this time around. The bill would expand the kinds of homemade foods like tamales that can be sold to the public. This refreshed version has already been approved by a House committee. Last year, Governor Katie Hobbs vetoed the tamale bill over health concerns. Local catering companies sharing their thoughts on the proposed legislation.
What we do in our kitchen. If I get fresh eggs from my neighbor, I'm leaving them on my counter. When I'm in my professional kitchen, my eggs never leave the refrigerator. So there's a lot of different things that we do to try to keep food safe.
The Republican sponsor of the bill says he's kept those safety concerns in mind with this new version.
These parents need to start parenting. It starts at home, and that's the main goal here. It starts at home.
It takes the parents, it takes the teachers, it takes the law enforcement.
Digging deeper now, with a different perspective on teen violence, we've asked you to write in sharing your thoughts and questions about what's been happening. We received a number of responses asking, where are the parents? A local counselor says teens' impulsivity and curiosity can lead to bad outcomes if left unchecked.
Teenagers' brains are on fire during these years, and truly the decision-making part of that brain does not develop until 25.
Experts encourage regular and casual check-ins for parents so when they're able to share a moment with their kids. Even awkward conversations can be useful when parents are curious and, most importantly, show they care. Yet another gun found in or around a school campus in the valley. Authorities responding to La Joya Community High School in Avondale after reports of a pair of students waving a gun around in a car. Both students have been arrested and are facing weapons violations. Police say no one on campus was directly threatened. An advertising firm will pay more than $300 million to settle an opioid lawsuit. Publicis is a company that worked on Purdue Pharma's Oxycontin account. New York Attorney General accuses the firm of using deceptive marketing tactics to increase sales. The company will pay $350 million to states to settle the claims. It's the first ad agency to settle over the opioid crisis in the U.S. A new warning from Arizona Game and Fish after a 64-year-old woman is attacked by 5 javelinas in Tucson. Officials say the javelina bit the woman on her leg and arm while she was out walking her dog in a park. She was treated and released. Experts say javelinas often think dogs are coyotes, which prey on them, so they get defensive. If you encounter a javelina, walk the opposite direction. A local nonprofit, AZ Hugs for the Houseless, is filing a motion to ask the city of Tempe to reconsider their decision not to allow the group a permit to throw charity food events. City denied their permit a few weeks ago, saying the group was not allowed to hold its Sunday family picnic following complaints from neighbors about safety concerns, including needles and other trash. The group had continued on with their events anyway. The city has not yet responded. The federal government reports the U.S. economy added 353,000 jobs in January. It is a stronger than expected gain to kick off 2024. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reporting the unemployment rate remained at 3.7%. It's the 24th month in a row that the nation's jobless rate has been under 4%.
But what this weather did not provide is a shadow or reason to hide. Glad tidings on this Groundhog Day. An early spring is on the way.
The nation's most famous rodent ringing in the good news for those who are sick of winter. Puxatawny Phil emerging from his burrow in Pennsylvania this morning, and he did not, as you heard, see his shadow. That means we will have an early spring, allegedly. Phil and his friends have been predicting the seasons since 1887.
Tracking your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We'll be drying out for the weekend, but staying cool with temperatures tomorrow morning starting off in the mid-40s in the valley, slowly warming up into the mid-50s by midday and only topping out around 63 degrees by the afternoon, which is below average for this time of year by about 6 degrees or so. In northern Arizona, we'll keep those highs in the 30s for Saturday in Flagstaff, 40 in Heber and 43 as you head toward Payson, and we'll keep those highs in the mid-40s across central part of the state with highs across the lower deserts, generally in the upper 50s and lower 60s. 60s. The rest of your weekend looks like this. A tad bit warmer on Sunday under partly cloudy skies with a high of 67 degrees. And your 7-day forecast showing those temperatures back in the 70s by Monday, but the rain chances are back big time beginning Tuesday of next week. In fact, we'll be in ABC15 weather action mode once again Tuesday and Wednesday with those rain chances as high as 80% with highs in the 60s. And in Flagstaff, we'll dry out for the weekend too, but the chance of rain and snow picks up by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week as well with highs in the 30s.